to all you beautiful souls, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. For those of you here for the first time, my name's Terry. I'm an intuitive tarot reader. Today's reading is going to be a yes or no answer to whatever question you would like to ask. Please remember, this is a general reading. Lots of people asking lots of questions. So please take what resonates and leave what doesn't. If you're looking for a more personalized reading, I do offer private readings, thereby gift exchange, meaning I will do your reading for you as a gift. I ask that you respond with a monetary gift. Whatever amount you feel is appropriate will be perfect. That way my readings are affordable to everybody. If you'd like more information or to get on my schedule, please email me at terrysinspiredtarot@gmail.com, and I'll get you whatever information you need or onto my schedule if that's what you desire. Now, looking at today's general yes or no reading, we are going to have reading number 1 with the lepidolite, reading number 2 with the tourmalinated quartz, reading number 3 with the rhodonite, reading number 4 with the aventurine, and reading number 5 with the chrysocolla. Please select your reading intuitively. Your intuition is not going to lead you wrong. All right, I'm going to go ahead and jump into these readings now, so I will see you guys there. Hello to all you beautiful souls that selected reading number 1 with the lepidolite. Your first message of the reading is to recall your dreams. So start paying attention to what you're dreaming when you're sleeping, as well as those hopes and dreams, because they could be coming into your realm soon. Now, let's take a look at your yes or no. Angels, spirit guides, ancestors, please answer clearly through the transparent tarot, yes or no, to the questions of group number 1. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so I'm going to shuffle until the deck feels ready. Then I'll cut and we'll deal straight from the top, taking 3 to 6 cards. That will get us our yes or no answer. All right, once more. There we go. And we'll get this to hold the cards. All right, we start with the Fool. The Fool talks about a new beginning, that you kind of jump in and go for it. There's not a lot of figuring out how it's going to work out. You just go for it. It's represented by a butterfly here because as the butterfly emerges, it really has changed so much that it's a completely different ball game. And that is the energy of the Fool, where you move forward in an energy of not really knowing what's going to happen, but expecting the best. Next, we have the Lovers. The Lovers talks about soul connections. Typically, it's romantic soulmates, but it can be other soul connections. This could represent finding a soulmate or deepening a connection with a soulmate, maybe asking about a soul connection. And then topping everything off, we have the Knight of Coins. The Knight of Coins or the Knight of Pentacles can talk about opportunity that's a little further out in the future. It takes a while getting ramped up, but it continues to grow over time. It can also represent a person. If it does, that person is very stable, very steady. They are materially self-sufficient normally, but they have a very stable and well thought through energy. All right, looking at this as a yes or no, this is a very clear yes to whatever you ask tarot. Now, let's take a look at your situations. Angels, spirit guides, ancestors. For group number 1, please show us their situations. Thank you, thank you, thank you. 8 of Coins, that talks about work. So doing the work, being rewarded for the work. I like it. The Hanging Man, that talks about either some delays or the need to shift your perspective. The Hierophant, that talks about laying strong foundations in your life. It can represent marriage. It's the more official side of marriage. I'm like figuring out You know, how you're going to deal with your money together or separately, or, you know, how you're going to, where you're going to live and that sort of thing. It can also represent going back to school to further your education, to lay a better foundation in your career, or finding, you know, beliefs that help you lay a foundation in your spiritual realm. So it's very foundational energy. And then the moon, wow, out of 4 cards, you guys got 3 major arcana. The moon can be about fear around decisions, needing to make a decision, even though you're kind of fearful about it. And that's kind of what I was trying to show with the Fool. Sometimes you just got to jump in and go for it. Sometimes you just have to trust your instincts and, you know, trust yourself and make the best decision you can with the information you have at the time. Don't not make a decision, because then you're not moving forward. Now, let's take a look at Oracle for everything. So, angels, for group number 1, please. Whatever's in their best benefit. Thank you, thank you. We get show justice, which talks about being fair, being balanced as well. You can see she's like perfectly balanced there. So making sure you find balance, making sure you're fair in all of your dealings with yourself as well as others. Now, let's see the Hanging Man. The Hanging Man talks about your perspective shifting, or it can talk about delays, especially if you're asking about travel. Hold your vision. Okay, so I feel like this is saying that there's a delay. Because hold your vision is like the opposite of your perspective shifting. They're saying hold your vision. So it's not about a perspective shift here. It is about a delay. So if you're asking something that has specifically to do with a timing, that could be why this is coming out this way. Either way, as things delay on your path to your dreams, make sure you hold your vision. Make sure you don't give up. Now, let's see the moon. What is there to add to the moon here for group number 1, please? The answers you need are coming. Okay, so the answers to whatever your situation is, they are coming. Maybe you can't make a decision yet because you don't know what you're deciding between, or you're just, you know, unable to move forward, or to you kind of seize the day because you're waiting to find something out. The answers you need are coming, so you do get there. Now, let's see the Hierophant. What is there to add to the Hierophant out of Queen of the Moon? Resilience. As you build this foundation in your realm, you have absolutely wonderful resilience to kind of pick up and keep going, to keep pushing through with your energy and building that foundation, even when it's challenging. And the universe is going to support you. You stay nice and balanced. The universe is bringing in what you need. Let's see the 8 of Coins with spellcasting. Fertility. In your work realm, in your career, the situation is very fertile for you to continue to increase there. So you put in the effort, you get rewarded, but with your paycheck or with, you know, what you make, that is going to continue and increase as well. So the situation is fertile for growth in your work realm. Now, Transparent Tarot, which was a yes to whatever you asked, you get Spirit Guide. So the answer to your question is yes. Your guides may have more specific information for you if you want to reach out to them. Your spirit guides probably have something to add. All right, that is all I have for reading number 1. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. If you enjoyed your reading, please make sure you click that subscribe button. Until next time, love, light, courage, and strength to each and every one of you. Bye-bye. Hello to all you beautiful souls that selected reading number 2 with the Tourmalinated Quartz. Your first message of the reading is to get out of your own way. So whatever it is you're trying to manifest or you desire in your realm, it's time to get out of your own way so that it can come into your life. Now, let's take a look at your yes or no answer. Angels, spirit guides, ancestors, please answer clearly through the Transparent Tarot, yes or no, to the questions of group number 2. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so I'm going to shuffle until the deck feels ready. Then I'll cut and we'll deal straight from the top, taking 3 to 6 cards. That will get us our yes or no answer. All right, that's good. We'll get this to hold the cards. Okay. So we start with the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands can talk about making a sacrifice based off a thought form. This terminated quartz that said to get out of your own way, it could be that you are standing in your own way for whatever it is you desire. You have a thought form of unworthiness or some sort of blockage that could be blocking you from getting where you want to go or from doing what you desire to do. Next, we have the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups encourages you to look how far you've come, to acknowledge your growth, and it can also represent reconnecting to your earlier days or your childhood. Next, we have the King of Cups. The King of Cups talks about love. True, genuine love. It doesn't have to be romantic, but it is a real love that will release you if that's what you desire, that wants to see you succeed, that wants what's best for you. Next, we have the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands talks about stepping into your desires or your passions of old, reconnecting with previous passions and following them in the now. And then topping everything off, we have the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands talks about things moving very, very quickly, spirit guide messages coming in fast, and you really moving quickly through the situations that you're dealing with. All right, now looking at this as a yes or no, this says yes to whatever you ask, but you may need to clear whatever blockage or thought form could be costing you, or could be causing you to sacrifice something. Now, let's take a look at your situations. Angels, spirit guides, ancestors, please show us the situations of group number 2. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, the Tower, things are changing. Things breaking down to be rebuilt new, not necessarily a bad thing. Sometimes it's great, but you have to kind of break things down so you can bring new things in. Ten of Coins, I like it. Abundance coming in, significant abundance. The Ten of Coins, probably the most abundant card in all of the tarot. The Two of Cups, that talks about soul connections. Doesn't have to be romantic soulmates. It could be some other type of soul connection, but it is a strong soul bond. And then we have the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords talks about taking action, being unapologetically yourself, letting people see who you are, protecting your energy, and not being afraid to say what you mean. All right, now let's get Oracle for everything. We're going to start with Angel Oracle. Angels, for group number 2, please. Whatever is in their best benefit. Thank you, thank you. Trust the flow. All right, absolutely. You got to trust the flow of the universe. Go with the universal energies. Follow kind of the path in front of you. Now, let's see the Queen of Swords. What is there to add to the Queen of Swords here, please? Okay, we're going to take 2. Take time to breathe out. 3, have faith in your dreams and nothing will come of this situation. That's a lot for the Queen of Swords. They all came out together as one, though, so I feel like it's important to at least somebody here. So with regards to the taking action, don't jump into anything just because you're being told to take action. Take time to breathe out. Take time to think things through. Have faith in your dreams. Make sure that you believe that you're going to succeed, that you believe that you're going to step into your dreams, and then nothing will come of this situation. I feel like it's saying that you know, there's not anything that's going to be like necessarily negative if you take some time, as long as you keep believing that you're going to succeed. Now, let's take a look at Queen of the Moon, and we're going to start with the Tower. What is there for the Tower here for group number 2, please? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Assessing. So when you see the changes and things starting to break down and change and be different, it's time to start assessing, figure out where you're going, figure out what you're doing. You don't have to jump in, though, like this is saying. You don't have to jump to take action. Just take some time, assess the situation, see the changes for what they are. Things break down so that you can rebuild something new and different. Now, I would like to see the Two of Cups with Queen of the Moon. The masculine, the Two of Cups talks about soul connections, And there's a masculine energy here. The masculine doesn't necessarily mean that the person in question taking whatever action is masculine. It does talk about taking action though. So I feel like this is saying, hey, you and someone in your soul connection, you guys are taking action. You're stepping into masculine energy where you do what needs to be done, where you follow your path and you're active, but also take your time. You don't have to rush. It doesn't have to be today, okay? It can be, you know, some other time. It can be time after you plan. You can take some time to plan and figure it out. Have faith that you're going to step into what's meant for you. Now, the 10 of coins, that is abundance coming in. So significant abundance headed into your life. 10 of coins. Well-being. So you got abundance and well-being. Beautiful. Now, the Transparent Tarot was a yes to whatever you asked, and there may be some blockage you need to clear, but it does look like you're reconnecting to passion, and it is a yes answer. You get findings. So the answer to your question is yes, and finding may have something to do with it. All right, that is all I have for reading number 2. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. If you enjoyed your reading, please make sure you click that subscribe button. Until next time, love, light, courage, and strength to each and every one of you. Bye-bye. Hello to all you beautiful souls that selected reading number 3 with the Rhodonite. Your first message of the reading is to find a way to forgive. So whether you're forgiving yourself or someone else, it's important. You got to find a way to forgive. Now, let's take a look at your yes or no. Angels, spirit guides, ancestors, please answer clearly through the Transparent Tarot, yes or no, to the questions of group number 3. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so I'm going to shuffle until the deck feels ready. Then I'll cut and we'll deal straight from the top, taking 3 to 6 cards. That will get us our yes or no answer. All right, that's good. We'll get this to hold the cards. Oh, okay. Let's see here. We start with the Hermit. The Hermit talks about spending time by yourself, meditating, connecting to your higher self, working on your spiritual growth. You have to climb the mountain, but see how bright it is at the top? So it is definitely the work that needs to be put in, but it's going to be worth it. Next, we have the Star. The Star talks about healing and a gift from the divine. Incredibly positive energy, lots of healing energy, things coming in from the universe that are brilliant and beautiful and meant for you. Next, we have the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords talks about getting some rest, taking time to take care of yourself, making sure you're taking care of your body, getting some rest and spending some time focusing on that. Next, we have the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups talks about soul connections. The soul connections don't have to be soulmates, but they can be. They don't have to be romantic, but they can be. These soul connections could be coming in. You could be asking about them, or it's just something that is important to you right now in your realm. And then topping everything off, we have Temperance. Temperance talks about balancing passion and emotion, keeping a healthy balance going in your realm. You can see it is balancing fire and water with a rainbow. So that is a significant balancing act that's going on there. That type of balance needs to be in your realm to help you succeed. Obviously, you're not going to be perfect at it. Nobody's perfect at it, but you do need to focus on having a nice, healthy balance between your passions as well as your emotional self. All right. Looking at this as a yes or no, this is a pretty clear yes to whatever you ask tarot. I feel like there's some work going on here. And whatever you're asking about, there's going to be some work that's needed and you need to rest as well. But it looks like the answer to your question is yes. Now, let's take a look at your situations. Angels, spirit guides, ancestors, please show us the situations of group number 3. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so start with the Five of Wands. That talks about fighting. Maybe that's who you're forgiving, you know. Maybe you're fighting with someone you need to forgive, or you need to forgive yourself. We'll look at Oracle and see why it's here, but the Five of Wands represents fighting. The Queen of Wands talks about stepping into your authentic self, marching to your own drummer, being unapologetically you, finding your passions, diving into them, and following them to your life purpose. The Four of Cups, that talks about not seeing what the universe is bringing in for you, or maybe seeing it and not reaching out to take it, not seeing what's right in front of you. And then the Six of Coins. The Six of Coins talks about giving and receiving. Normally it's in the material realm. This is kind of uneven the way the scale is here. So I feel like you may be giving more than you're receiving or something like that. Again, we'll look at Oracle. All right, let's start the Oracle with Angel Oracle. Angels for group number 3, please. Whatever's in their best benefit. Thank you, thank you. Archangel Chamuel. Archangel Chamuel is the archangel that deals with love. This could be self-love, romantic love, platonic love. It is love in general with Archangel Chamuel. Now, obviously, she can do anything that any of the other archangels can do. She's showing up in your reading to kind of offer her assistance with regards to love. The color scheme kind of matches that rhodonite a lot, so it may also be like love plus forgiveness. If you decide you want her assistance, call out to her. She's offering to help. Now, let's see the Five of Wands with Moonology. What is there for this fighting in the Five of Wands, please, for group number 3? Don't let your past hold you back. Okay. So with regards to the fighting, the past, if we are fighting with someone, like in a long-term relationship where like a sibling, you've known them their whole life or they've known you your whole life, and you're fighting. If you bring up things from decades past in an argument, in a fight, you are holding yourself back with your past. You're holding your relationship back with your past. You've got to release that. Don't let things from previous energies from way back when affect your today. Your today should be focused on today. And that was just an example. So you're being told, don't let your past hold you back. If you're fighting, don't spend your time in the past. Make sure that you are focused on the present. Now, the Four of Cups, please. A new start is coming. All right, so a new start is coming in. You've got to open your eyes to see it, though. So make sure you are ready. Make sure you're seeing what the universe is bringing in. Make sure you're ready to accept it, because acceptance is also absolutely critical with regards to the universe bringing in that new start. Now, let's see Queen of the Moon for the Six of Coins. What is there? Abundance. So there is abundance coming in for you. The Six of Coins is typically material. This abundance can also be passion. But I feel like with the abundance card here, it is saying that you are receiving abundance, like abundance is coming towards you. Maybe you have given more than you've gotten for a while and it's going to balance out now. So abundance is headed in for you right now. Let's see the Queen of Wands. Discernment. All right, so the Queen of Wands says step into your energy, be yourself, follow your passions, but don't just throw caution to the wind. Discernment is key with that as well. Make sure you're trusting your intuition. Make sure you're talking to your guides. Make sure you are following your passion, but paying attention to the path that is developing in front of you. Now, let's see the Transparent Tarot, which was a yes to whatever you asked. You get passion. All right. So the answer to your question is yes, and passion may have something to do with it. All right. That is all I have for reading number 3. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. If you enjoyed your reading, please make sure you click that subscribe button. Until next time, love, light, courage, and strength to each and every one of you. Bye-bye. Hello to all you beautiful souls that selected reading number 4 with the Aventurine. Your first message of the reading is to create your own luck. So it's time you create the luck you desire. You're in charge of your realm. So you call to yourself the energy that you desire. Now let's take a look at your yes or no. Angels, spirit guides, ancestors. For group number 4, please answer clearly through the Transparent Tarot, yes or no to their questions. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so I'm going to shuffle until the deck feels ready. Then I'll cut and we'll deal straight from the top, taking 3 to 6 cards. That will get us our yes or no answer. All right. That's good. We'll get this to hold the cards. We start with the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords talks about a new beginning, where you take action to step into it, new ideas coming in from the universe that help you make this new beginning, significant in nature. Next, we have the Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles talks about a new beginning in the material realm. This could be a new job or a hobby turning into a business or something like that. Something is starting that has a positive impact on your material realm. Next, we have the Five of Wands. That talks about some fighting. Don't engage in fighting if you can avoid it. Obviously, sometimes you have no choice, but it's not going to be beneficial to you because you are stepping into a brand new energy here. Next, we have the Empress. The Empress talks about foundational energy. It can represent motherhood. It talks about having your material needs met by the universe. Next, we have the Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups talks about a happy home life. It can represent moving, very peaceful home energy. And then topping everything off, we have the Ace of Cups. You have 3 aces here now. The Ace of Cups is a new beginning that's emotionally fulfilling, kind of like your cup runs over in a positive emotional way. All right, looking at this as a yes or no, I know we have that fighting in there, and maybe you're resisting the change or the beginning or something. Whatever the fighting is, just kind of step away from that if you can. But everything else is incredibly positive. The answer to your question is yes. Now, let's take a look at your situations. Angels, spirit guides, ancestors. Please show us the situations of group number 4. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Five of Swords, that talks about worrying. Are you guys worried about things? We're going to get Oracle, see how you step out of it. Worry is a wasted emotion. It doesn't actually change anything. And, I mean, it can manifest things in your life. So we need to step away from the worry if we can. Six of Cups, that talks about reconnecting to your passions, reconnecting to the past, seeing how far you've come, recognizing your growth. Two of Swords, that talks about a stalemate, some kind of stuck energy where you feel like you can't move forward, and then suddenly you can move forward. You are moving forward in a clear energy. You can see how she can see through the veil there. So she is starting to see through the stalemate just like you guys are. And the Queen of Cups, that talks about the capability to process deeper emotions, having an emotional maturity or an emotional depth. It can represent you or someone you're dealing with, but it is the capacity to process deeper emotional situations and connections. All right, now let's bring Oracle in. We're going to start with Angel Oracle. Angels, for group number 4, please. Oh, we're going to take 2. You get withdraw and friendship. That is interesting. Okay, some of you may be dealing with someone withdrawing their friendship from you. Some of you may be being told to withdraw from a friendship. If that's where the fighting is, I feel like you guys have to step away from fighting in some way. However it resonates for you, and if you're not fighting with anyone, then it's not for you and let it go. It's for somebody else. But the withdrawal and friendship coming out together like that, I feel like something's going on. Like there's a need to step away from something because it may be siphoning your energy. So please take it however it resonates for you. It is, it is what it is. So just take it however it resonates for you. Let me put that up so we can actually see it still. Okay. All right. Now let's step, I'm knocking stuff over. Let's step into Oracle for the Five of Swords. We're going to use Moonology. What is there to add to the Five of Swords here, please? Thank you, thank you. Have faith in your dreams. Instead of worrying about what could go wrong, start believing that things are going to go right. Don't use your energy to worry and fret about what the possibilities are. Make that luck. Believe in your dreams. Have faith you're going to step into what you desire. Two of Swords, please. Okay, you get take time to breathe out and nothing will come of this situation. With regards to the stalemate, nothing's going to come of it, okay? You're not going to be trapped in that energy forever. forever. So take some time, breathe. You've got this. You don't have to worry, okay? You're going to be okay. Now, let's see Queen of the Moon. We're going to start with the Queen of Cups, which talks about deeper emotional situations. So, Queen of Cups, please. Will. All right. So, emotional capacity plus will is a potent mixture, because you can deal with emotions that are difficult or challenging, and you are using your will to step forward in an energy of understanding, which is also very important and very helpful on your life path. So where you have that emotional depth or those deep emotions, your will has to kind of shine through on that. Now let's see the Six of Cups. The masculine. Okay. So the Six of Cups talks about seeing how far you've come, recognizing your growth, and reconnecting to your past. The masculine is about taking action. So I feel like you guys are being asked to take the action of recognizing how far you've come, and also probably reconnecting in some way. Now, let's see the Transparent Tarot. The Transparent Tarot was a yes to whatever you asked, and you get empowerment as your signifier for the whole pile. So the answer to your question is yes, and empowerment may have something to do with it. All right, that is all I have for reading number 4. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. If you enjoyed your reading, please make sure you click that subscribe button. Until next time, love, light, courage, and strength to each and every one of you. Bye-bye. Hello to all you beautiful souls that selected reading number 5 with the Chrysacola. Your first message of the reading is to start fresh. So somewhere in your life, you need a fresh start. Fresh starts are hard sometimes, but you've got this. Now, let's take a look at your yes or no answer. Angels, spirit guides, ancestors, please answer clearly through the Transparent Tarot, yes or no, to the questions of group number 5. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so I'm going to shuffle until the deck feels ready. Then I'll cut and we'll deal straight from the top, taking 3 to 6 cards. That will get us our yes or no answer. All right, that's good. We'll get this to hold the cards. Okay. So we start with the Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles talks about having stable financial situations and needing to not worry about your situation. Don't cling to your money. Don't hoard money. That's not going to be helpful to you. That creates a lack mindset, which can have an abundance blockage to it. So let the money flow in and out like it needs to. Next, we have the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles talks about abundance coming in, and it can also represent a person. If it does represent a person, could be you or someone you're dealing with. This person wants to jump in and save the day. They want to get the call and come rushing to help, and typically they use their abundance to do so. Next, we have the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands talks about a thought form causing a sacrifice of some kind. So somewhere in the thoughts, a sacrifice being present or being made because of something you're thinking. So like the worry about money making you maybe not jump in and help people like you used to. That could be a thought form causing a sacrifice, because you're sacrificing that connection and that opportunity to make another connection, and the karma and all of the good, wonderful things that come from jumping in and helping someone. And you're letting fear about money or concern about lack stop you from that. Next, we have the World. The World talks about completion. So that is a something coming to completion. Could be a karmic cycle completing. It is normally significant, whatever it is that's coming to completion. Next, we have the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups talks about looking at your losses instead of looking at what you have to be thankful for, focusing on what you feel you've lost in some way. and letting that loss keep you from moving forward. And then topping everything off, we have the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords talks about challenges, facing your challenges, dealing with challenges. And it says that you will overcome them relatively quickly, that you will move through them with relative ease. All right, now looking at this as a yes or no, this is kind of on the fence. You know, it's a little bit of both, but I feel like it leans more towards yes. The World is our only major arcana in here. The World is very positive. It's about completing something, which would lead to a fresh start, because when one door closes, another door opens. There's a lot of advice here. Stop focusing on what you think you should have had and focus on what you do have. Gratitude for that. Stop letting yourself get focused on things that make you sacrifice moments and opportunities in your life. You're going to overcome whatever challenge is in front of you, and you're going to do it relatively quickly. Something is ending, probably some sort of karmic cycle you've been in, coming to an ending here. So you're going to start, it's going to get better. It's definitely going to get better. Now, this is more of a maybe. It's a maybe that leans towards yes, really. So possibly yes, but there's still some factors that have to be dealt with. Now, let's take a look at your situations. Angels, spirit guides, ancestors, please show us the situations of group number 5. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, let's see here. King of Cups, I like it. That talks about love, true, genuine, compassion-based love. 4 of Wands, that can talk about marriage. Doesn't have to be marriage, though. It's just doors opening to things that you want to make a commitment to. So you're wanting to commit in your realm. This is very positive energy. And then we have the Devil. Interesting. That is, the Devil can be, it doesn't have to be a major like life upset event. It can be an addiction, and it doesn't have to be like a big bad addiction. It could be being addicted to social media, or being addicted to the news, or being addicted to sugar or something like that. You know, it doesn't have to be over the top. It can be something that is just something you need to deal with. So we're going to get Oracle here. It can also represent like lust and love triangles. It's got a lot of different ways you can see it and view it. So it's probably different for all of you, but we're going to get Oracle and see how your guides suggest you deal with it. And then the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands talks about falling in love. It is passion meets emotion, the whirlwind. It is possible that you have found someone, I'm just looking at the situations here, you've found someone that you have real genuine love with, and you guys want to make a commitment, and you've fallen in love with each other, and there's something stopping you. So if that's you, let's see the Oracle. Let's see how you deal with it. All right. And that may not be, that's definitely not for everyone, but for somebody here, that's the situation we're dealing with. Now, let's see Angel Oracle. Angels, for group number 5, please. Whatever's in their best benefit. Thank you, thank you. Trust the flow. All right, so don't try to control the whole universe. Don't get upset when things don't go the way you think they should. You need to trust the flow. The universe is going to bring in what you need when you need it. Now, let's start with the Devil, because that's definitely going to be the energy that we need to figure out how you're going to deal with it. Angels, spirit guides, ancestors. The Devil, please, for group number 5. It is time to take action. All right, whatever this Devil represents for you, it is time to take action. So whether that is, it's a situation where you want to move forward because you've fallen in love with someone, but there's something stopping you, you're going to have to deal with whatever it is. If it is an addiction, where you're dealing with an addiction to whatever it is, fill in the blank. It's time to take action. It's time to deal with it. So whatever this Devil represents for you, if it's lust, where you just can't focus on what you need to focus on because you're, really busy focusing on what you desire, and it's not on your path yet, it's time to take action to deal with that. Now, let's see Queen of the Moon. We're going to look at the court cards with Queen of the Moon. We're going to start with the Knight of Wands. What is there for the Knight of Wands, please, for group number 5? Faith. All right. So Wherever this energy is, and like the Knight of Wands is, it's the feeling of falling in love, but it is passion meets emotion, the whirlwind, it's overwhelming. Like it's a lot of energy, and you're being told to relax and have faith, okay? Have faith that it all works out, trust the flow, it's going to work out. Now that doesn't mean don't take action, because you still got to deal with whatever the devil is for you. But definitely have faith and relax where this Knight of Wands energy is concerned. Let's see the King of Cups. Fear. Interesting. The King of Cups is about love, real, genuine love. And this fear card coming out tells me that this probably represents a person. It's either you or it's someone you're dealing with. But this love is like really pure, and yet it is being tempered by fear. Now, this fear card is probably my favorite fear card I've ever seen, because you can see on the inside, she's all huddled down. She's scared. She's afraid. You can't make fear go away. Fear is a feeling. You feel it. You have to feel it and move through it. You can't just say, I'm not going to be afraid ever again. Then you're just in denial. That's a whole different thing. You feel fear. It's the way it is. But courage is not the absence of fear. It is feeling the fear and moving forward anyway. Look at this goddess here. She is controlling everything in this card there is to be afraid of. She's got the birds on a leash. She's got their cage on a leash. Her dress is made of like black feathery smoke, and she is still there owning it like a goddess. She's afraid on the inside. Things are happening around her that are scary to her, but she is standing there in her power saying, yeah, I might feel afraid, but that doesn't stop me. I've got this. Like whatever happens next, whatever happens, I've got this. And that is the energy you need. Whoever this King of Cups is, whether it's you or the person that you're dealing with that maybe you can't move forward with, it's time to see this fear and to overcome it. It's time to feel the fear and rise above it anyway. And that's hard. It's not easy, but you got this. This represents your energy. You've got this. You can feel the fear on the inside and stand in your power for sure. Now, let's see spell casting for the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands is doors opening to things you want to commit your energy to. It is one of the marriage cards of tarot, and it is the idea of I want to run away with you and get married to you because I love you and I like you and you're my best friend and I want to spend all my time with you and all of that energy. It is not the I want to plan a huge monster wedding type energy. Not that there's anything wrong with giant weddings. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying this is not that energy. This is the I want to be with you. I want to spend my life with you. So let's do it. Like, let's jump in. And it doesn't have to be marriage. I know there's a lot that, like, whoever it is here that has the situation where they're in love and somebody's afraid and the commitment is desired, but there's something in the way and you got to have faith that it's all going to be okay and you got to trust the flow. That person, whoever that person is, this is jumping in and wanting to move forward. For everyone else, this is doors opening to things you desire to commit your energy to. So it could even be career related. You get compassion. All right. This compassion is being poured out on the world. So the desire to commit is going to bring in universal compassion to you. And this is a challenging situation for sure. Like, this is not easy. Now, let's take a look at the Transparent Tarot, which was a yes or like a maybe yes, maybe leaning towards yes. There's some things that have to be cleared. There's definitely somebody making a sacrifice based off of how they're feeling and thinking, and possibly like a money situation. You move through it. The Knight of Swords says you move through it, you get past it, but it does have to be dealt with. So it's a maybe leaning towards yes at this point. And you get career. I figured we'd see the career card at some point. Just because this reading is so very clearly somebody who's in love with somebody who's not free, or somebody who's in love and they themselves are not free. You can just, that's a very clear, that's a very clear point here. And so the career card comes out and says, hey, for those of you that has nothing to do with you, yeah, this can mean career too. So it's maybe leaning towards yes if you're asking career questions as well. Your guides are just throwing that in. So they're like, yeah, no, it is still for you. It's just that this person's energy needed a lot of explaining, whereas yours was like, yeah, probably. So please take whatever resonates with you here in group number 5. All right, that is all I have. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. If you enjoyed your reading, please make sure you click that subscribe button. Until next time, love, light, courage, and strength to each and every one of you. Bye-bye.